It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV.
You thought I was going to try to get you, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
All right, go ahead. Introduce
Paying
yourself.
attention.
I'm sorry, I messed
I'm
up.
David Stroud.
Yeah, who are you?
David Stroud. Here with Scooter Scott Kelly's.
Whoop, whoop.
How are you?
I'm doing all right. Doing all right. It's
Me
good
too.
to see you. It's
You
good
too.
to see you.
Yeah.
Tuesday's always been like that long break where we had the weekend. You haven't been here since Thursday, and it seems like so much has happened in our life from point A to point B.
It's been a ton. I mean, it was a busy weekend for even the town with everything going on. But I will have
it was busy.
I will have to bring it up.
Oh, no.
I win. Mountain Home Fire Department pulled it out by 1 point, even though they were down.
It was rigged.
They were down by
rigged.
7. It was rigged, but it
It was
didn't.
possibly rigged in the other favor.
It didn't work out. He had bought steak dinners for the umps, and it was delivered by the Mountain Home Police Department. And unfortunately, they didn't know who it came from. But yeah, that's neither here nor there, because it worked for at least one hit. And Mayor Adams had called out one of the fire department people. He line drive down the middle, and he made it in time, but he was called out right after that dinner was delivered. But
it's funny how that worked out.
yeah.
But the funny part was they had no clue.
Yeah, they had no clue.
Yeah, I called up a buddy of mine at the police department, and I said, all right, here's the deal. I was like, what in the world happened? I said, I paid off the refs.
Yeah.
And you still couldn't win.
No. That's how good the fire department is, buddy. I tell you, it would look bleak, though. They were down by 7, and they ended up coming back to win 18-17. It was down by 6, sorry.
Down by 6.
If I can do my math right. But they came back to win it, even with even with the bribe for the umps for the Mountain Home Police Department to win. Fire department pulled it out.
So now I got to pay to your charity,
$50,
or to the fire department's charity.
Yep.
And I got the money here, but I can't give it to him. He says I got to put my tail between my legs and actually deliver it.
Yes.
To the fire department, which I will do. I will honor my part, and I will walk in there and I will deliver and I will explain to them what happened.
Right.
And
sweet victory.
Yeah.
Sweet victory.
Rob was really expecting this to go the other way.
I know you were.
I really had, I don't know.
I had faith, even with the umps in the bag, that I was still going to pull out the win.
And you knew there was a bribe and everything coming. You knew it was coming.
I knew it was coming.
I thought I had it.
That's okay.
Apparently, it turned out, even though they didn't know who it was from, it turned out funny.
Yeah.
And that was the whole point of it.
That was yeah.
The crowd was laughing, and then they said the fire department was trying to get out money to combat the steak bribe, and it ended up being a comical thing. And that's what they were.
Yeah.
They actually shut the game down when it all happened.
Right. Brought in the food. They got a nice little picture of that Adams holding the food. It was all in fun and games.
I appreciate the police department for picking it up, and they delivered it and made a big deal, and they did. Yeah. They did it right. It ended up being, the game was for fun anyways. Don't get me wrong. If you're on the police department or on the fire department, it was bragging rights. There's no doubt.
Oh, no doubt.
No doubt. But all in all, it was for fun. It was to raise money for the charities. It was just a good time from what I heard. And unfortunately, I could not be here because we were moving my son into college.
I know, right?
And I was like, there's no way I can. And I really wanted to be, but
me too.
Is what it is.
We had a Kansas City trip planned for a couple of months, like 3 months. We had it planned, and it just happened to fall on this weekend. So, but maybe next year.
Never know.
Yeah, watch it next year. We'll do the bet again, and it'll be fun.
We'll bet again. I'd do it again. That was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun building it up and the hype behind it.
Yeah.
I'd do that again.
Yeah.
This time you're going to have to pay out, though.
See, but also my team, for the game that we watched up in KC, won too. I bet on the Royals. Well, I didn't bet, but Can Man is a Cardinals fan, and it was Friday night's game that we watched, and they just put a thumping on them. The Royals did. Oh yeah, 3 home runs in the game. One of them had 2 on base. So, yeah, I mean, it was 12-8. It was awesome. It was really hot. It was like 94 degrees at 10 o'clock at night.
Holy cow!
Yeah, it was hot. Sweating, but it was fun. I hadn't been to a major league game since I was like 7 years old, so it was cool.
I think it's fun going to them. Mm-hmm. I really do have a good time going to. I've been to some games, but as far as watching it on TV, I can't do that. I find it boring not being there.
Right.
And I know a lot of people would say differently, and I get it. Everybody's got their own thing, but to me, being there is fun.
It is
watching
fun.
it on TV. It's like watching golf on TV. It's just I just don't.
No, it's not. Yeah,
it's not the same.
You don't get the crowd, the ambiance, and even though it was hot, but they had this cool. You can buy a helmet that has nachos in it. It was a Royals helmet that has nachos in it, and you either get like barbecue nachos, or you can get regular nachos, or you can get white queso cheese or regular nacho cheese.
There you go.
It's 7:06. I guess we're gonna do.
We need to do a show eventually.
We probably should do a show. But I was gonna ask though, how was taking your son to college over in Northwest Arkansas? Was it tears of joy?
Actually, there wasn't a whole lot of tears on this one, and I don't mean that as a bad thing. I just we had so much to do.
Yeah.
And it was different than dropping my daughter off. When we dropped my daughter off, they had people out there carry your stuff up. Blah blah blah. This didn't.
No.
You were in a parking lot. You had to wheel it all the way across this huge parking lot, and so by the time we get them moved in, and then we have to get them situated, and then hit the Wi-Fi, and that was terrible. So I had to go to Walmart and get a thing to fix it, and get him some internet so that he can watch his TV. Heaven forbid. Got to have that internet for the Fire Stick, and but. By the time it was all done, I mean, everybody was tired. We've been working, getting the room rearranged, getting everything set, and it was just, I think he was ready for us to go, so he can do his thing, and we were ready to head out, and so it just, the way everything planned out, I mean, it was good.
Good.
I didn't just slow down and throw him out the door, which is what my plan initially was, but no.
Set all the stuff in the parking lot and say, you can get it up there.
We've got him set up, though. We got his bed way up in the air, and then he's got a beanbag thing that sits underneath it and a full TV center underneath it.
Nice. That seems to be the dorm thing, to have it up like a bunk bed.
Well, the thing is, you don't have a whole lot of room.
No,
so
that's why
by raising it, they usually put their desk
Yep.
and all that, which we didn't. We kept the desk separate, but because he wanted all that TV entertainment underneath. But he's already made friends all over. I mean, it don't take Austin long. I mean, he's...
Yeah. Oh, he'll have the time of his life over there.
Yeah, they've already got it onto once about being a little quieter.
Really?
Yeah.
That was quick.
Yeah, they did. That was the first night, I think.
When's his classes start? Next week?
Next week.
Next week, yeah.
So this week's just kind of getting to know everything. They got all their freshman stuff going on and this and that. So I don't know how much of that he's really going to, other than just hanging out and doing what he wants and trying to learn where everything's at.
That's the main thing. Where are my
that
classes?
Campus is huge.
It is. And spread out, and there's not a lot of parking, so you're doing a lot of walking.
Yes, that's the terrible part. Mm-hmm. And you buy, like he purchased student parking, which you have to. But it can be any one of the green lots. So if that lot's full, I mean, you could be on the other end of campus where you're parking.
Yeah.
And unless you spend $1,000 for a reserved spot.
Right.
It is what it is.
Well, the walking's good. You got to get your 10,000 steps in.
Yeah.
And he will.
The good part is we didn't have to walk that far. It just seemed like happened every time we got in the parking lot. Within a couple of minutes, a spot opened at the parking lot that was right by his place. So, we had to do a little squatting for a little bit, but
you got lucky.
We did because a lot of the lots were full, and I did not want to walk all the way from the other end. If you haven't been to their campus, University of Arkansas, it is huge.
It is.
I mean, there's a lot of walking, a lot of hills.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's really cool, though, because it's right there near downtown.
It is.
Where everything happens. I mean, I think that's why the
Dixon
kids go in
Street
there love it so much. Yeah.
And all that.
It's in walking distance.
Dixon Street's like their version of Beale Street in Memphis.
Exactly.
I mean, that's their drag. Fun. That's their run or whatever. But, yeah.
It's going to be awesome. He's going to love it.
Oh, he's going to like it. Good morning, Gigi.
Good morning, Gigi.
We got to say that. I hope you have a wonderful day, Gigi.
Yeah.
Good morning.
It's going to be pretty today, I think.
It'd be nice. I need it to be pretty this weekend. Sunday we were going to float.
Right.
But the weather did not cooperate. So I'm hoping maybe this weekend. You never know.
Which river?
We were going to do just a short little run over there on Crooked Creek. We weren't going to do a big long thing. It was just probably a 3-hour run right there in Crooked Creek right before Yellville.
Yeah, but
from the slab to Yellville or something.
Mother Nature had other plans for you.
Yeah, it didn't. And there was a break, but man, you start getting those storms in Crooked Creek and get pretty hairy very fast. So
yeah,
it wasn't worth the risk.
Understandable. Maybe this weekend.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows?
That'd be good.
Yes.
All right. It's 7-11.
Oh, we're over.
We're way over. Roller Funeral Home, with all our respect, 29 in the state, 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. We sure do appreciate them in our time of need when we lose a loved one. With that, we'll pause now for the morning prayer. Dear Lord, tomorrow it begins. Back to school. We hope that everybody stays calm during these times. But to watch out for those children, get on the buses, and please stop for the school bus. It's not a suggestion. When they've stopped, you stop. Please watch over all the families that are getting back to the rhythm of things, all the teachers that are going back to watch over our littles during the school year and teach them good things. Please just watch over everybody in our small town that we love so much, and we believe that we live in the best place on earth. Please watch over our military. Please watch over our first responders and our military, those that put themselves in harm's way for our freedoms. And this I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Home, with all our respect. You can give them a call at 870-425-2161 and ask them about pre-need service. It's always good to have a plan in place for when it's your time. I know my father did, and it was 30 years ago he had it all set up. It was even longer ago than that because he passed in 05. But, you know, plan was in place. We didn't have to do anything. They took care of everything for us, and it's very appreciative to have somebody that's there for you, that are very respectful, you know, professionals, and it takes a certain person to do that job. It really does.
It does. They have a lot of pride in what they do, though.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
They look at it a little different, you know, and I have to agree that it would be a tough job to do. But they don't look at it like that. They're there to help. Yeah. They're just helping people. Yeah. And there's a lot of pride in that. That's pretty cool.
Definitely. All right, let's take a break now for Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z-Team.
Oh, honey, we've had such a wonderful vacation here in the Ozarks. I really hate to go home.
I know. The lakes, the rivers, they've all been great for fishing. Oh, and the boating and the swimming.
And the people are so nice in the stores and restaurants.
Let's call an agent and see if we can make Mountain Home our new home.
Call the Z-Team, 870-405-0793. Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, Mountain Home.
870-405-0793. Hello, Z-Team?
The Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. Give them a call, 870-405-0793. Realtors you'd recommend to a friend. If you're visiting the area and you believe you might want to move here, give them a call because they can help you find a house that'd be perfect for you, right? And
right home.
The right home.
The right home for the right time of your life.
That's right. They can even help you find a realtor in the area that you live that's like-minded, that will take care of selling your house over wherever you live. You know, a lot of people visit from far away, especially our lakes and rivers. They're second to none, and the White River is amazing for fishing, and we get a lot of people that stay near the White River and go fishing, and you know, they end up thinking maybe they don't end up moving here right away, but they end up retiring here.
Yes, get a lot of them that do.
That's why you can go to retiretoarkansas.net and find their listings, the MLS listings, but also find these beautiful camera views of the White River of Cotter, Arkansas.
Beautiful this morning, clear.
Amazing. I knew it was going to be a beautiful day. I just felt it when I got in the car today.
Oh, now he's all talking.
Mm-hmm.
I got to show you this because this was the shot this morning when I got here. Look at the colors on the bridge. I love that.
That's the Rainbow Bridge.
Yep. That was the camera shot this morning. I did a screenshot of it and saved it, so I thought it was pretty neat.
See that view? Brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team 24/7 way of their website at retiredarkansas.net, where you can find this beautiful view. Look at that. That's just amazing to wake up to.
I'm going to switch over to the other camera. Look at that.
There we go.
So bright and clear this morning.
It's going to be an amazing day today. Amazing.
Amazing.
If you're looking to buy or sell a home, give them a call at 870-405-0793. They are a senior real estate specialist, like we were talking about. You're looking to retire here, or maybe you already live here. You have this big house. The kids have moved away. It's an empty nest, and you're thinking, I'm tired of cleaning, a 3-4 bedroom house, and maybe I just need 2 now. For a guest that comes to see us and ourselves, they can help you sell that big home and get you something a little bit more manageable. Maybe move back inside of town. Excuse me.
Get it out.
We are a rural area, so 15-20 minutes outside of town is kind of a big deal around here. And you want to move closer to town, you got a little bit more doctor's visits. I know that's happening to me as you get into the 40s, but later on in life you do have more of those, and you want to be closer just in case something happens. And so sell that big house outside of town, get something a little bit smaller in town that's manageable. You can do that by calling 870-405-0793. Talk to Linda. She will help you, and she's great at staging a home. You really got to listen to her when it comes to that.
They can take care of every step.
Every step of the way. And just amazing view. Beautiful. Brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora every day on their website at retiredarkansas.net. Is there somebody down there? Look at the the rocks, but
yeah,
I think somebody's standing there.
I don't know.
Or is it a stick?
Talking about in the water?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
got
something sticking up. It's way too still.
And it is down.
It is down.
Yeah, the water's down, even though they're generating. They're generating.
It's not as low as it was
later.
Last week.
All right. Beautiful view. I swear that's a person, or it's a.
It could be. Who knows? It could be somebody waiting out there.
If it's a fly fisherman, but you know what? He is. It would be really far down in there, but look at the shadow. It's hard to tell. Anyways, we better take a look at the weather.
All right.
Brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team. And let's see. Mountain Home at 61, Harrison 61, Batesville at 63, Yellville at 63, Marshall at 63, Salem at 60, Mountain View at 63, Calico Rock at 61, West Plains, Missouri at 60, Springfield at 60, Poplar Bluff at 64, and St. Louis at 67. National Weather Radar, look at that. Pretty clear across the whole United States. You got a patch of thunder showers, it looks like, running through. Well, you can see it starts in the southern part of Arkansas, stretches all the way over into North Carolina. But it's later on in the day that we see some activity across South Carolina. Charlotte, there it is. There it starts. See how it just kind of, boom, there it is. But Arkansas and Missouri look like they're in the clear. Got a little bit of activity up in the northeast. Let's go ahead and zoom in. You can see down here that the morning hours have right there on that line. I guess it's not like the Arkansas-Missouri line where it hits right there at the top and doesn't come in. It just flows right over the top. You know what I'm saying, Scooter. You know what I'm saying.
I'll just go with it. Yeah,
go. Yeah, sure.
Sure, why not?
Clear today. Look at that, buddy. Looks good. National weather warnings, watches and warnings. The southern part of Louisiana has heat advisories and excessive heat warnings, but Arkansas and Missouri are in the clear. 7-day forecast today, mostly sunny, high of 77. Yes. Tonight, mostly clear, low of 57. Wednesday, sunny, high of 81. Wednesday night, clear, low of 61. Thursday, sunny, high of 89. Thursday night, mostly clear, low of 65. Friday, sunny, high of 88. Friday night, clear, low of 64. Saturday, sunny, high of 89. Oh, my goodness.
89
Look at this.
and sunny.
Look at this.
Saturday would be a good day to float.
Saturday or Sunday. Let's see. Mostly clear, low around 67. Sunday, Sunday sunny with a high near 91.
Either one.
Sunday night, mostly clear, low around 69. Oh, it's going to be a beautiful week in the neighborhood. Pollen count today, tree pollen is low, grass pollen is moderate, ragweed is low. Norfolk Lake water level is at 557.10. Level is 5 feet above full pool. They are generating 0. Spillway gate probably open though. Bull Shoals Lake water level is at 660. Level is 1 feet above full pool. They are generating 1. That is a look at your weather. It is 7:20. Holy moly.
We haven't even done community news.
What are you going to do?
We're going to take a break, come back with some community news.
All right. Sounds good. Brought to you by Mower Warehouse of Mountain Home, Arkansas.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
All you've ever wanted was a place to write your story. You hear it's not the right time to buy or sell a house, but really, the best time is when it's right for you. The real estate markets, they change, they go up, they go down. One thing that doesn't change is where you want to be in your life. The professionals you team up with will make your story happen. The Z Team are the professionals you need to hire for your next chapter. So call the Z Team at 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, retiredtoarkansas.net.
Hi, Brett, Fritz, and Paisley here at Mower Warehouse on Buzzard Roost Road. Mower Warehouse has the largest selection of Ferris zero-turn mowers in stock. 0% financing available. Mower Warehouse also services all brands of mowers. We offer free delivery. Come see us for all your mower needs. That's Mower Warehouse on Buzzard Roost Road, where your business is appreciated.
Going on now through June, up to $500 off select mowers at Mower Warehouse, with no money down and payments as low as $89 per month. Are you?
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. This part of community news is brought to you by Mower Warehouse of Mountain Home, Arkansas. I was going to say, I saw that ad that said spring, rebate up to $500, spring into cleaning. But now it's falling leaves. So if you need a leaf blower, buddy, Mower Warehouse is where it's at. They've got mowers. They've got leaf blowers.
They've got tons of mowers.
They've got tons of mowers. And, soon the leaves are going to start turning and falling.
Yes.
And I've got a ton of trees. Long. And so it's good to have one of them back black leaf blowers. I've got one of those.
Got one of those.
It's nice. I like it better than the handheld. Go see Mower Warehouse for one of those. I tell you what, they're over there on 17 4x Drive right there on Buzzard Roost Road. They are remodeling one over on 62 East. Be a little bit of time before they have that one opened up, but for now you can go by with a big I'm gonna blank stand.
They got mowers in the air, mower rack
everywhere. Service, sales, and parts. If you need parts, go in and see them. They've got a big selection of parts. It's amazing how many parts they have on the walls and just hanging everywhere. Need the blades cut? Go in there, or sharpened. Need the blade cut and sharpened? Go in and see them. Full service, repairs, And sometimes maybe they need to build you a custom part. They can, depending on what it is, they can help you out there. They did Scooter the other day.
They took care of me.
Mm-hmm.
They always do. They've always taken care of me and were able to either create the part or they had it, one or the other. So,
yep. And that's,
so far, knock on wood.
That's service, buddy.
With the smile.
Exactly.
With the smile. And they still have the rebates going on, by the way, too.
Up to $500 on their mowers. You know, that's a lot of money when you're talking about a lawnmower.
You look at the list, and most of them are $500 off. There was a $1,000 one, but it's a big commercial. Mm-hmm. If you're looking for a big commercial thing. But they take care of you. They really will. They got financing right there in-house.
0%.
0% financing, no money down financing. They can get you into something without it.
And amazing to find 0%.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. With rates like they are today, you go to buy a home or anything else.
It's all about interest, it seems like.
Yeah, and now 0% using somebody else's money. You can keep your money to try to make some money. You see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going?
He'll take care of you.
Exactly.
He will.
There you go.
There's no doubt.
All right. Community news brought to you by Mower Warehouse in Mountain Home, Arkansas. I always like to show people the Mountain Home Chamber of Commerce's website. It's got this calendar of events. You can see here each one shows in the top right corner what's going on that day, like heart healthy dance class for women, breastfeeding class, line dancing, the farmers market. Have you not been? You need to go.
It's huge.
It is, and it's awesome. And
it is.
Yeah, we've gone like, not this past weekend, but just about every weekend for a month. And Carla likes to get these blue beans or something. I can't remember what they're called now, but they're delicious. My goodness. See?
They're delicious.
They're delicious.
Anyway. We walked through there a little while back, and they had a guy playing music and stuff, and it was a pretty cool environment.
Usually got the food truck there that has coffee and fried pies.
There you go.
Real good. So,
you had me from hello.
You had me from hello. Tomorrow, that's August 16th, Wednesday, 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. Right there on Sheridan and 5th Street, downtown Mountain Home. You really should go by and check it out. You can see the different things that are going on as the dates go by. But Mountain Home Chamber of Commerce has an amazing website. Tell you all the things that are going on. If you have an event you can send in and put it on their website, just let them know. Go to enjoymountainhome.com. You can see like here's 8 events on the 16th. Boom. You just click on the date. It gives you everything that's going on the 16th. Very cool. I really like that. So that's a look at community news brought to you by Mower Warehouse. There's lots of things going on. This past weekend was, oh my goodness, so much had happened this weekend. It was amazing. Remember, tomorrow is back to school. Watch out
for Mountain
kids.
Home.
Well, yeah.
And Christian Academy.
Yeah, that's true.
Some of them have already started. Some of them won't be starting quite yet. So it does vary just a little bit. But I know for Mountain Home and Christian Academy, it's tomorrow.
He's right. In Mountain Home, our viewing area is much larger. There's other schools that hadn't started yet or have already started.
Because I think Cotter starts later. They don't start till like next week or something.
Yeah. I think Norfolk already did.
Yep.
Yeah. So, but Mountain Home starts tomorrow.
Either way, watch out for kids. Watch for buses. Mm-hmm. They got the stop sign up and the lights. You have to stop.
Yeah. Period. Even if it's 4-lane highway.
Yep.
You still stop.
You still have to stop. There's only one road anywhere around here that you wouldn't have to, and that would be on the bypass, and the buses do not stop there. So it's easier to just say if the sign's out, you have to stop no matter which direction you're going.
There you go. Very good.
That's all I got to say.
Sounds good.
That's it.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and take a break, and then we're going to watch a video from Arkansas Game and Fish.
Yes. Our guest for today had to reschedule, so we're going to watch a little bit of Arkansas Game and Fish.
Sounds good.
All right.
We'll be back.
Are you looking for the best barbecue in 2 states?
Holy smokes!
Want the meatiest fall-off-the-bone ribs?
Holy smokes!
The most tender and delicious pulled pork?
Holy smokes!
The tastiest brisket in the Ozarks?
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering is the only place you need to go. Dine in, carry out, and the best food for your next catered event.
Holy smokes!
We're your mountain home for great barbecue cooking.
Holy smokes!
A higher calling for your taste buds.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home at Letty.
There is a delight in the hardy life of the open. There are no words that can tell the hidden spirit of the wilderness, that can reveal its mystery, its melancholy, and its charm. The nation behaves well if it treats the natural resources as assets, which it must turn over to the next generation increased, and not impaired in value. Conservation means development as much as it does protection. Theodore Roosevelt. In the early 1900s, President Roosevelt held a White House conference on conservation. As concerns about natural resources and wildlife grew, Americans were spreading west, replacing vast forests with cities, cropland, and pastures. Arkansas was changing, especially the wildlife. Elk, bison, and swan were completely gone from the state. Ducks, quail, and fish were harder to come by. Something had to be done. In 1915, Act 124 was signed into law, and the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission was born.
In 1916, Arkansas's first game wardens were hired for $80 a month, and they had to provide their own horses. Times have changed, and so have our tools, but the call to protect our state's wildlife and natural resources never will. I take a lot of pride in knowing we're all carrying on the legacy of those original 9 wardens.
In 1918, the Migratory Bird Treaty Act was passed. Unregulated hunting had caused populations of many bird species to decline sharply, and market hunting posed a similar threat to North America's waterfowl. The act set federal regulations on the hunting of migratory birds. And nearly 100 years later, that means plenty of ducks for us today.
During the 1920s, the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission took steps to increase the deer population in our state. As late as the 40s, the deer population remained bleak in Arkansas. Hunting was closed in several counties. But progress was being made, and with the help of the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, record harvests have become the norm with each deer season. One of the state's oldest and most successful fish hatcheries was dug by hand and by mule right here in 1928. As director of the Game and Fish Commission's Fisheries Division for many years, some of Joe Hogan's innovative principles for raising fish in ponds and transporting them across the state are still practiced today.
In 1937, the Pittman-Robertson Act provided federal assistance for projects to restore, enhance, and manage wildlife resources. Arkansas has used millions of dollars over the years for habitat projects just like this one.
In 1945, Amendment 35 became effective, making the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission an independent state agency. This gave the commission much needed stability and ushered in the way we still do business today.
This place is legendary among duck hunters. Thanks to the foresight of game and fish managers and commissioners nearly 70 years ago, this place is now known as one of the best places in the world to hunt mallards and flooded green timber. Alameda is one of the greatest places for the public to come hunt, and we're very fortunate to have it.
Thanks to the Dingell-Johnson Act signed in 1950, when you make purchases like this, you're actually giving back to fishing in our state.
In 1951, this beautiful place was completed. It's been stealing the hearts of fishermen for generations.
At the request of the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, NBC came to film a live duck hunt in 1956. And more than 250,000 ducks filled the air in front of the cameras on that day, and outdoorsmen have been flocking to our state ever since. 7 years later, I produced the first of many long-running fishing shows shot here in Arkansas.
How about that? Man, a pretty solid guy. Appreciate your help. Yes, sir.
Now, technology has really changed, but the thrill of filming the great outdoors never will.
We were known as the bear state long before we were known as the natural state, but black bears were almost hunted completely out of the state of Arkansas. Today we have over 5,000 bears in the state, thanks to the reintroduction effort in the 1950s and 60s. This reintroduction effort is recognized as the most successful reintroduction of a large carnivore in history. And we're very proud of that.
In 1971, hunter education classes began in the state of Arkansas. First and foremost, the Arkansas Game and Fish wants to make sure every hunt ends safely. It is something that has given me peace of mind and helped me to enjoy our hunting even more.
Can you imagine this beautiful spot being underwater? That's what would have happened had dams been put in place in the late 1960s. In part, thanks to the Arkansas Game and Fish, this became America's first national river, the Buffalo National River. Hundreds of thousands of people come to the Buffalo National River every year.
Elk once roamed Arkansas far and wide before the settlers transformed the landscape. Against the odds, the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission brought the elk back beginning in 1981. By 1998, the herd had grown large enough for a limited hunt. I got this one in 2004.
We're known for our miles of trails, wild game, and breathtaking views. When the 1/8 cent conservation sales tax passed in 1996, it gave the Game and Fish Commission much-needed funds to keep creating the habitats and improving the quality of wildlife our state reveres so much. It's nice to know that everyone in the state has a hand in helping nature.
I started my boat company right here in Arkansas. And in 2001, Game and Fish made boating safer for everyone by instituting boating education courses.
In 2001, the first of 4 Arkansas Game and Fish Nature Centers opened in Pine Bluff. Part classroom, part museum, part playground. These nature centers offer visitors walking trails, exhibits, and hands-on fun.
My love of fishing started long before we founded the Ranger Boat Company. In 2012, the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission resolved the minimum flow issue with the assistance of a lot of people. Now, trout have the habitat and conditions below Bull Shoals Dam to grow and thrive, and will benefit generations to come.
More than 100 years later, it is our mission to continue to carry out the legacy President Roosevelt once spoke about. Cherish these natural wonders. Cherish the natural resources. Cherish the history and romance as a sacred heritage for your children and your children's children.
This is our Arkansas.
My Arkansas.
My state.
This is my outdoors.
My weekend.
My life.
This is my everything.
This is my calling.
This is my legacy.
Thank you, Arkansas Game and Fish Commission.
You make the deer woods great.
You make the fishing great.
You make my state great.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Arkansas Game and Fish Commission.
Thank you for protecting our most valuable resource for 100 years.
At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we're here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville. If you're looking for something wonderful and delicious, head on over to Paradise Cream for a homemade ice cream experience. With over 20 flavors like German chocolate cake and sea salt caramel, it's always homemade and delicious. Paradise Cream has something for everyone and also carries dairy-free and vegan ice cream options. So whether you like it in a cup or in one of their homemade waffle cones, you're in for a wonderful dessert experience. Located in Mountain Home next to Ramada Inn or at their Harrison address across from Pizza Hut and Castle Rental. Let Paradise Cream cater your next event, because you're on your way to paradise.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should have called the Z-Team.
Have you ever noticed?
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Buddy, the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission do so many great things here in our state.
They do.
Really keeping it to the natural state.
They do.
You know? And
you can tell that by, they talk about it a lot on the videos that we have and what all they've done to help the wildlife and help the area and And it's pretty cool videos. My favorite's one of the bear videos. That
Definitely.
They have. I really like to watch that part. But you can always go to AGFC. They've got tons of videos that you can watch, different things, fishing, from fishing to hunting to just the wildlife and enjoying. I think they probably even got stuff on the hiking trails, stuff like that, I bet.
There isn't no telling. I haven't been all the way through that website, but it is filled with information about the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, about what they do. You know, we have them in all the time, and prescribed burns, if you can have them help you. They bring this trailer out with all the equipment you would need. You can get in contact with groups that help neighbors, you know, do those burns. I mean, the banks projects that if you live down by the river
and you got erosion issues,
exactly, you can give them a call. They'll come in and help you with what to do. There's even some money that will help, you know, depending on the situation. You can get a little help monetarily wise, and you know, it's a great organization. It was needed, that started back in the 30s, and it just keeps improving year after year. Yeah, they do a great job.
If you're a big fan of the wildlife, they can tell you what to plant. They got organizations that help with that as well. A lot of times, everybody will say, I'm putting in a food plot and stuff. Well, if you just put in the native grasses,
that's it.
You get more wildlife. And it's just funny how that works. But
that old boy, the last time he was talking about that old boy that cut down like 3,500 cedar trees on his land. And because cedar trees are invasive, and they were killing the plant life on the ground. Yep. And so no animals were in his neck of the woods, so to speak. So after clearing that out, they're all starting to come back. The grass is going back, like Scooter was saying.
Yep.
The right grass brings them in. So taking care of the property is a big deal about bringing
when you
animal
start
life
planting
back.
native grasses and stuff, then you don't have to sit there and take care of it. They're gonna support themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, they're native for this area, so it's not like you're going to have to baby them all the time. And
that's Mother Nature for you.
There you go. You got
to take care of it, and the Arkansas Game and Fish helps do that, and we sure do appreciate them for everything that they do. Thank them if you see them.
Appreciate letting us use the videos when we need to and stuff like that for people to see. I think that's cool.
Yeah. And now you can see us everywhere because their tower.
We are back up. For those that are back on the antenna, we did have a lightning strike that hit our tower site and knocked out one of our power supplies for a transmitter. And it's one of those things where it's the one item we didn't have a backup for. I'd had a backup transmitter, but it can't put out the power. And so we've got it up and going. Everything, I think, is reading 100%. So hopefully everybody on antenna is seeing us again now.
Right.
And everybody's happy. I got a lot of phone calls. I appreciate the phone calls because that means I know people are watching. It's awesome to receive those phone calls saying, hey, we love your channel. When is it going to be back up? And we get it. We appreciate you calling and trust me, we're working hard at getting parts in as quickly as we can because we know we need to get it up and going. But yeah, we should be at 100% now. Gil went out and got the part changed out last night or yesterday afternoon, and got us back up. I'm happy.
That's good. And Mother Nature again. She does what she wants. You got to watch out for that lightning. I
got to say that with the storms we've had recently, we've had a lot of lightnings, and I went to Bob and Linda's site and watched the lightning come across on some of them, and it's pretty cool. But I do want to give a big shout out to J&M Pump Service. My dad had his well got hit by lightning. Ended up being the well itself, the pump down at the bottom of it. And they were pretty quick. They got out there. They what I like about them is they're like, well, it's not saying that it's necessarily the pump. It could be some other things. And, so they go there, they check everything first. So you're not replacing something you don't need.
Exactly.
And they did decide that it was a pump, and they made a phone call, ended up having a big truck there, and they pulled it, got it replaced, got them water, and just did an amazing job. So anybody that's having any kind of well or pump service, J&M Pump Service, they don't pay me to say this. I'm just telling you firsthand because I've used him multiple times. They are awesome. They do a great job, and they will get you taken care of.
Excellent. There's a lot of people on wells around here, so if you need any kind of maintenance, sometimes, maybe just have it checked out. It's good to give them a call and
I've had them out when we had pump problems before. It's been a while back, and we thought it was the pump, and they went in and looked and said, no, it's just this little thing right here, and they just changed that out. So, they're there to make sure that they're only replacing what they have to. They know the cost when you get in place and pumps isn't cheap.
Right.
Especially if it's a deep one, like my dad's 475 feet, I think was his, or something like that. So
that's deep.
They will take care of you. They're not going to sell you something you don't need. They know their stuff. That's what they work in and out. So if you ever need them, J&M Pump Service, they will do you a great job.
Very good.
Just want to put that out there.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. They got you in and out. Might as well say something about them. Give them a little free advertising.
At the house, we didn't get really hit by anything other than down branches and stuff like that. A lot of trees. I I know one of the storms I was driving through on the way back, an old military road was just tore up with trees everywhere. And
yeah.
Driving my truck got pegged a couple times. I was a little worried about something dropping on it, but we ended up making it through.
It came out okay? You checked it? Because I know we talked about that last week.
I got up on the roof because there was a big one that hit the roof as I was driving down that you just heard it bounce off the top of that truck.
You're like, oh, great.
I'm like, oh, man, they're tearing up my truck. But ended up, my truck didn't have any issues. So.
Good. Very good.
We were good.
The only time that anything happens at my house is got a front porch that the patio furniture gets blown off. We try to stack them on to each other, the table and the chairs and everything, but sometimes we don't get to it because we're asleep when the storm comes through.
Yep.
You know, it likes to come through at like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm not getting up. No.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
I'll just go pick the stuff up out of the yard. It's fine.
Worst thing is usually trampolines. People, if you got trampolines, anchor them down.
Right.
You get one of them windstorms, and it happened to me. I'll be honest with you. There was one time I didn't have mine anchored down, and it was up in a tree, probably 20 foot up there.
Dang.
We had to get equipment in to get it down.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want it just falling out of the tree.
After that, I've anchored all mine.
I don't have mine anchored. I should, but I'm surrounded by trees, so I think it keeps the wind from getting to it. You know? I mean, that's why I say get leaf blower time, because it's thick. I've got thick woods around it in the backyard. There's probably 20 trees in my backyard, so it's all good.
I get it.
Yeah, it's fine.
So what's up with you? Anything new?
No. Well, I mean, just ready to go back to work after a 4-day four-day weekend, if I can spit it out.
Of course, you went out of town this weekend.
Yep. Went up to Kansas City. It was a lot of fun. They have a farmer's market up there that is crazy. But
Huge.
It's a big city. I mean, come on. And they have these restaurants that are, from other countries, Italian and Middle Eastern, stuff like that. It was pretty cool. They all have garage doors that they can open up. There's like a walkway path that has garage doors. Those were all open, but then at their actual business, there's a garage door, glass windowed. It's really neat. We have a cool farmer's market. Ours is what it should be for a small town, and theirs is like 5 times the size because it's Kansas City.
Yeah, but ours is plenty big enough. If you haven't been there, go to it. It is big.
Oh, yeah. It's really cool.
For our area, it's a pretty good-sized farmer's market.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So many things there.
But yeah, pretty cool city. I mean, I've gone there many a times for the auctions when I was doing the car business, and go to the Mannheim auction. So I never went into Kansas City.
Gotcha.
It's on the east side of it, so you're just coming up the side of it. But it was the first time being actually around the buildings. Stayed at a nice hotel. It was pretty nice. It was a good trip. We had fun.
Awesome.
So.
Awesome.
Yeah, but now back to work after the show.
Blue Compass RV.
Blue Compass RV, Great Escapes, as everybody knows it. It looks like next month we'll be going through our rebranding. The signs will change. People will be confused there for a little while, thinking
they got bought out by somebody else.
Yeah, and we got bought out, but it was bought out back in December of 2021. It's been a while in the making. They were RV retailer. They decided to rebrand all their 100+ stores to Blue Compass RV, and it takes some time. I know, like Florida and Texas, all of their stores have been changed, and they're moving their way across the country. Like I said, the end of next month. The
name may change, but the service will not.
It will be great. Well, it's actually better now because we're a part of so many stores.
That's true.
And they have the most service bays and certified technicians than any other company in the RV business. So that's a good thing. Yeah. Anyway.
So if you're looking for an RV, ask for David. He'll get you situated.
I'll get you helped out with one of the salespeople.
There you go.
For sure.
There you go.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Y'all have a great day. It's going to be beautiful out today.
Get outside if you can. It's going to be nice.
Yes.
Enjoy it while we can.
Very good. You all have a great day. We'll be back tomorrow with Bob Rechtenwald, and we'll see you. I'll see you on Thursday, where we'll have the new
chancellor
for
the college is coming in.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's going to be good.
All right. See you tomorrow.